Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching.
Fans, on your feet, and welcome your 2029 New Orleans Saints.
On the visitor's sideline, Lions head coach Dan Campbell. This guy's playing well, off to a solid 5-2 start. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
I'm a former Lions player, and I'm a former champion. Like I said on my post, after I am done with the Saints, would y'all like to see me go back to my former team? I have no problem going back to the Lions. The Lions need to have more championships on their shelves. Broncos, they already won 2. I can make it 3. And Bears, I don't think I'm going to go back to them. So let me know in the comments what team I should go back after this season is over. So I could just potentially retire.
New Orleans offense set to take over. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for Savion Williams. Incomplete.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop the throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
He had the opening drive interception. Now he'll try to fix things here on drive number 2. And speaking of the number 2, remember, he also had 2 interceptions in last week's ball game as well. 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. The big fella. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And Charles, look at the... Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Over the middle, complete. It's Knight. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
At the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
Ready, break! Here we go, set!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The
I forgot
numbers
to tell y'all too.
sensational as he'll look to add
If
to
I
it
have to
with
repeat
another
myself,
drive
I am
here.
giving y'all 3 games like I promised.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Olave over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers up over 200 passing yards already.
Got it. Ready?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Ready? Check up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fleming. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Come on. Set. Go.
Back to throw again.
That is caught.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll look to throw again.
He completes it to Olave.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down.
Ready up. Go. 19.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards. That's good for a Saints first down.
Back to throw here.
That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
Olave holds it in.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
There we go. Shaq moving. He's moving, boys. Panther 60. Panther, go.
On play action, they'll throw.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. Wow, that is incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, that's brought in by Knight. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Knight. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today.
New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 89 yards.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often...
So here are the Saints to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Knight. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there.
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Savion Williams
from 4 yards out.
And the Saints are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, Shaq. 70-10 go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Ready up.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Cougar 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you...
The Saints coming back out, ready to go for this next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 10 yards.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fleming. And down he'll go at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
There he goes again. He may go.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
He goes 70 yards that time on the touchdown run.
Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Saints,
when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New England Patriots. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys have established themselves as one of the best teams in the league, no doubt. 7-0 to start the year. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to show up. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
28 yards.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Savion Williams.
His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Got his man. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he gets it down to the 32. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Up the middle they go. It's Fleming. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
The pass caught by Olave.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Back to throw. Stiff-armed him. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Go.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 4 yards out,
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
Here we go. Nike,
They'll set up a throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Knight. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
17-yard line.
Now back to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
The 27-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone, as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Look.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first. Down.
First down, New Orleans.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Let's go.
On first down, Fleming. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the...
Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd. and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fleming. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Williams brings it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Pass.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. He lets it go deep for Olave.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards.
56-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Saints first down. It's a gain of 56 yards. First down, New Orleans.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw again.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
Comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the yardage just continues to pile up. We're still in the 3rd quarter. He's had a heck of a game.
Keep your calculator handy because these numbers are skyrocketing. Loving watching what he's doing right now because, what do we call it, in the zone?
Yeah, he's in the zone.
I think he's in the zone.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Elijah Moore, 70 yards. And the Saints get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction,
Visitors offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They decline there.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Finds his man, that's Olave on the crossing route.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I'm just wondering, how many yards is he going to throw for? We're only in the third quarter. He's just thrown for a ton.
You have your abacus here?
Well, what?
Your abacus?
I thought you said like Atticus Finch.
No. We're not getting that deep. But counting this up, we might need a few extra people in here because the yardage...
There he goes, left side.
Look at the big man rumble. He's on his way.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 91 yards.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Fleming. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
They'll run on first down. Fleming. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
On the set.
Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Savion Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both...
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Savion Williams.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough. New Orleans offense set to take over. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 7.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fleming.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out. the game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, they continue to cruise.
All right, y'all. If y'all enjoyed them last two games, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I am sorry about the pausing and stuff. So this is the final game: New Orleans versus the Atlanta Hawks. And then the next time I play this, let's go to the league schedule. We on week 10. Well, you already know that, but week 11. We face the Packers, the Panthers, and the Vikings. That's another 3-game series. If you want to see a 4-game series, I have no problem doing that. Dang, we faced the Panthers not once but twice. All right. And then on the week 15, we faced the Buccaneers. And then the Dolphins. And then Commanders. And Buccaneers again. So, if you enjoy, you know what to do. Let's get on to the last game.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His guys have been flawless through the first half of their season, 8-0 coming into play here. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it.
Hello?
I'm done, bro. I'm done with this fucking question.
What happened?
I'm so done, bro.
What happened?
One of my clients just shitted on us
Oh, hell no.
So, and she just sat there, bro. I don't know if it was her that just like sat there and did it, or I don't know if it was.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Fleming. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Saints.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's brought in by Knight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll look to throw again. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games.
Again, I am sorry for pausing it. I was on the phone.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. On the previous drive, he hooked up with Chris Olave for the touchdown. And now they'll try to do something like that again here. 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down, New Orleans.
On play action, they'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on
Yeah,
top.
I'm going to finish
So a
6,
win here
then
in Atlanta
7
will give them
games.
the season sweep.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Sheds off the tackle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Saints!
Chris Olave
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Well, he tries to force it in, and It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them
out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's connected on a couple of touchdown passes so far, but did have the interception on the previous drive as they begin here again with a first down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle they go. It's Fleming, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And bulldozing his way through. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw here.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints are an extra point away from even. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Knight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man complete. It's Knight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Now he's loose again.
A nice little juke. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The quarterback sacked. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
60 Eagles.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
From 17 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Fleming. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He'll try to pick it up himself. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check out.
Back Back to throw now on first down. That's Olave bringing in another one. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 53 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this. Saints coming out now to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Finds his man, that's Olave on the crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Saints.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw.
Saints.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Well, that's brought in by Knight.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Chris Olave
from 13 yards out.
And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now the Saints get set to trot out there. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. 7 yards there and a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first, after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Saints,
the Saints game is over, but his work isn't done yet. There's been a lot of external talk about this team, and it's finally time that the players are asked about it.